Yeah, just different philosophies, different focuses, different approach to this season. So I feel like that was the biggest difference. But last year we was going hard. It's just different schemes, different philosophies.
Go ahead.
Do you feel just more comfortable, being in this environment, like it's year 2 for you, or is it because there's so many new concepts and a new staff, is it still kind of like the training?
Nah, I feel very more comfortable just because last year I went into it not knowing what to expect, not knowing like what the league is about. You're going into it like just googly-eyed because you achieved your dream, like happy to get started. But now it's like you like back to work. It's kind of more business, and you feel more ready for it.
What was the competitive like today?
It was great. We was competing from the jump. Everybody came in the training camp in shape, so it's good to just that we can get off to that good start. You know what I'm saying? So it was just good to see everybody competing, everybody in shape, everybody going at each other. That's a good start to get off to.
You said different schemes and different philosophies. What did you notice that is a change?
Just different focuses. Big focus on defense. We were last in the league in a lot of those things last year. So it's just not trying to repeat that. Just focusing on where we went wrong last year, what we was bad at, and just trying to improve on it.
Maybe too soon to get into the real weeds of some defensive changes.
Yes.
But were there scheme changes and coverages and things like that you've already seen?
We haven't really got too deep into it, but just different terminology, different emphasis. I added a few pounds, but nothing crazy. But I just think like my body fat went down. I definitely added more muscle, but the weight thing hasn't really jumped like that. But I've definitely gotten stronger.
What was your summer workout routine?
Just lifting every day, doing yoga, lifting, but not doing it to the point it messes up anything. Still stretching after, shooting after, still running, still getting in shape, still keeping my advantage, and that's being fast with people in my position. So just keeping that, but at the same time lifting every day, just focusing on it. Knowing it's a thing I got to improve in.
Coach said that.
Guys, post down low.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just half of it is just confidence in the weight room. When you know you're strong, you've been in there, you want to throw it around a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a fact.
Coach said I went through film study. Was that just plays from last season? Was he showing you the good and the bad, or what was the film study focused on?
Well, he's saying as a team or individually.
Well, he said y'all studied film like 28 minutes before y'all.
Oh yeah, it was just mentality things. It wasn't necessarily stuff from last year. It wasn't a lot of clips. It was just mostly mentality going into the season, preparation, just the things to focus on individually to make sure you're ready to play every night, make sure you're ready to go into this big task of winning. It's tough, so just trying to mentally prepare us for it.
Especially day one with Ime, how would you kind of describe his coaching style, and what stood out on your first day with him?
He's a lot funnier than people think. He cracks a lot of jokes, but very serious, very down to business. He's straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? There's no joking around. He say what he wants. If you don't get it, you might get yelled at or whatever. But it's just understanding it and just knowing that his goal, and that's to win. You know what I'm saying? So you can only respect it, listen, and just move on.
How was it sharing the floor with Fred? I know this is the first day of camp, but just getting a feel of him as a point guard and kind of organizing guys. How was that?
It's great to have somebody so vocal and so energetic. His voice never dies. There's no time where he's quiet, no time where he's wavering. He's the same person every day. So it's like that's kind of contagious. It makes you want to compete, makes you want to play hard for your point guard. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing so much, he's being so consistent. It's kind of like you want to follow that. You know what I mean? So just being out there with him is real contagious to play that with that grit and that fire.
On yesterday, Dylan said something to the effect of he wants teams to know that when they come into Houston, they're playing the Houston Rockets and not just a team that they can come in and push over. Is that the type of mentality that you all have? And I know that you have it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. You know how Dylan plays. Everybody know who Dylan Brooks is. Like that's kind of his mentality, and we're just gonna follow after that because it works. He's been deep in the playoffs. He just won with in the FIBA. He won some games there, so it's like it works. So just trying to band together and find a balance of it, and just overall be that team that people don't want to play.
You just talked about being kind of googly-eyed last year, right? Going through this for the very first time. Now you're going through it, going into the second year. What's your impression of how Cam and Amen kind of handled today, from day one of training camp for them?
I know their emotions are probably high just going into it, just because you know, it's just the first time. But, you know, they've been around all summer, so, you know, they're familiar with the coaches, they're familiar with everybody. So I feel like it wasn't as big as a shock to them, but that's definitely the intensity of it, the physicality of it, just because it's real practice, real season time. So I'm sure it was definitely tough for them in that aspect. But as far as how they looked, I mean, they looked fine. They didn't look rattled or anything, but, you know, it's definitely going to just get used to it. Just little stuff, you know, schemes, where to be at. You know, that's just stuff that's going to come over time with just adjusting to the NBA game.
Do some of Amen's passes catch you guys by surprise? Because we were watching a couple of them just now.
Yeah, he's very twitchy, very decisive. You know, he's very plays at a great pace. He knows what he's good at, and his confidence through the roof. You know, and people say his jumper or whatever, but he's not afraid to shoot it, so that's a good thing. So when it comes around, he gets better. It's gonna be great.
In the first half, you're already catching bodies. What happened on that play there in the last 5 minutes? Is how you catch them?
Ran a little play, set a screen, just went downhill and just tried to finish. You know, he tried to contest it. You know, just part of the game. Really.
Any particular part of your game that you want to focus on during training camp, leading into preseason?
Different. I would just say establish. You know what my role is going to be. Establish what we're going to be. You know, establish where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? Establish how I can affect winning, and just grow. Just build chemistry. You know, there's nothing I necessarily want to focus on because it's team time now. So it's like just trying to find ways to get better as a team. And you know, I spent all summer working on myself, so now it's time to figure out how we can band this thing together and start winning.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Appreciate you.